What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Boss Ladies Live Radio Show. Speaking Studios, sponsored by Boss Ladies Inc.
To flip a script into a motion picture. The new Napoleon, looking like a man that snuck a pole into the ground. Surprise, I struck petroleum. I'm the sickest when it comes to these rap scriptures. Quick to flip a script into a motion picture. The new Napoleon, looking like a man that snuck a pole into the ground. Surprise, I struck petroleum. I'm the sickest when it comes to these rap scriptures. Quick to flip a script into a dictator, get paper. Ghetto ambassador, mellow philosopher. You may have to adjust your camera aperture, cause I'm the man with the plan that's been planning to take over the... You may have to adjust your camera aperture, cause I'm the man with the band. This here rhyme to inspire new styles.
With me, better prepare really. F with me, I'm always fresh with it. With me, better prepare really. They can tell me, my rap is medicine. You don't wanna top, coming with the put up for the #1 spot. Pushing my rap like a pusher on the block. Holding my ground, sucker rappers get lost. Check it, check it, check it.
Yeah, yeah, the way I feel.
Check it, check it. Block, holding my ground, sucker. Yeah, you ain't stressing me. They say to hell with me. F with me, I'm always fresh with it. On my
Planet like a dictator, get paper. Ghetto ambassador, mellow philosopher. You may have to adjust your camera aperture, cause I'm the man with the plan that's been planning to take over the planet like a dictator, get paper. Ghetto ambassador, mellow philosopher. You may have to adjust your camera aperture, cause I'm the man with the plan that's been planning to take over the planet like a dictator, get paper. Ghetto ambassador, mellow philosopher. You may have to adjust your camera aperture, cause I'm the man with the plan that's been planning to take over the planet like a dictator, get paper. Ghetto ambassador, mellow philosopher. You may have to adjust your camera aperture, cause I'm the man with the plan that's been planning to take over the planet like a dictator, get paper. philosopher. You may have to adjust your camera aperture, cause I'm the man with the plan that's been planning to take over the planet like a dictator, get paper. Ghetto ambassador, mellow philosopher. You may have to adjust foremost in business. What is this? I dig this, son. It's a lot more like abstract, but I went way past that. Oh no, just look what that got me to. Something exquisite, like visiting philosopher. You may have to adjust your camera aperture, cause I'm the man with the plan that's been planning to take over the planet like a dictator. Get paper.
I've come to terms with the fact that my future might not involve people I'm around now. I get tired of doing this every time I try something new. Sometimes I had to walk away from what I want to find what I deserve. I made mistakes in my life. I've learned from my bad choices. I'll know better next time. Don't mention a person's past mistakes when they're trying to change. That's like throwing rocks at them while they're struggling to climb a mountain. Yeah, let's talk about that. What's up, y'all? Another episode of the Boss Ladies Live radio show. Speaking Studios, sponsored by Boss Ladies Inc. Welcome back to another show. Today has been great, even though things didn't go the way I planned them, which life happens, you know what I'm saying? Life happens, and so I made it through. And I am blessed to be here another day. I know the Most High is not finished with me yet. So I been having an issue for the last few years with relationships. Not issues in a bad way. There's bad and good, pros and cons, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, I'm learning that with myself and other people that listening is a problem for some of us. Some of us listen to reply. We do not listen to understand. We wait for a pause to interrupt or cut in because we may forget what we're going to say. I was contemplating tonight what topic should I cover, but most importantly, after business meetings, and that's why I didn't attend a live last night, because I had a Tuesday webinar that I try to get to every week, to learn more skills, be more fresh in business ideas, and also to learn some principles in terms of making things better in my business and also in my life. So I was contemplating between why relationships matter in business, or is listening a factor in any relationship. And it all goes with this. But I wanted to specifically talk about tonight, does relationship matter in business? Because how do you have a business that thrives and you're not a great participant in listening first? We go by the motto of Boss Ladies Inc. and in the life community, um, and the Bible also quotes this: be slow to speak, quick to listen. In our business, read, listen, and associate. Did you catch that? Read, listen, and associate. It has nothing to do with talking. Association means conversing back and forth and actually being with like-minded people that have the same interests as you do. They may have a few different interests, but most commonly the same. Um, Listening is second. Reading is first. So, like Teresa Taylor said in her live tonight, and I was watching that, wisdom is first, always. And it does matter in terms of growing and developing into the person that you're wanting to become or becoming. And first, then we can read, because reading gives us the wisdom. Learning from others gives us the wisdom. But if we can't listen, we can't learn. Also, too, if we can't sit back and collect our thoughts and compare our thoughts to the thoughts of others that have been through our struggles or situations and actually learn from them, then listening is going to be a problem. And also association, because, it gets to the point where one person's doing all the talking, you get tired of that. And then the other person is always listening, you get tired of that. Can we come to some common ground? Especially in business. I see a lot of business people, especially in sales. And I say sales because I've done sales and marketing, network marketing for absolutely over 15 years of an experience. And so one of the things that I learned, and we also used to say this in the magazine business, selling is listening. Make a friend, find a need, close the deal, pretty much. But relationships do matter. I truly believe that, because people don't know, like, and trust you. First, there's no. That's the first step. The second step is liking someone or coming to a common ground or denominator. And the third is trust. And you can't build trust if you can't listen, you can't talk, and you can't associate. And then you have to put those in perspective. And I think they're in that order for a reason. So my question tonight is, and I had a few, but I'm going to read off 3 while I was contemplating. Can a business thrive without relationships? I mean, seriously. Like, I was in business with someone for a couple years now. And I've noticed with some people that I work with, they're more interested in what works for them instead of what works for the other person. The other person was telling the other person what works, and then they skip over and say, well, what works for me is, and I haven't heard from this person in several months. So the first thought that came to my mind is, should I listen to this advice even though I haven't talked to you in several months? Are you really interested in building a relationship with me? Or are you making this all about you? Well, in the meat of the conversation, I found out, yes, it is about them by what they were talking about, and never not once mentioned anything that I have ever said or interested in what I had to say. And it's really hard to tell when all you do is text